All righty then. So let's go to the NFC playoff picture there, Chad. Okay. I've got the Detroit Lions as the number 1 seed in the NFC at 13-4. Although I wrestled with this other pick, I'd settle for 12-5. I've got the Philadelphia Eagles at the 2 seed to win the East at 12-5. I got a little bit of a shocker here. The Rams get off to a slow start, but so does San Francisco. The Rams win the NFC West at 10-7. I got them as the 3 seed. Okay. Number 4, Atlanta. Atlanta wins the NFC South at 9-8. I got them as the 4 seed. All right. The wild cards. Green Bay 10-7 through tiebreakers. They're a higher seed because the NFC North is going to be better than the NFC West this year, slightly, but better. Okay, so I've got Green Bay at 10-7 in another wild card game. All right, the 49ers lose that tiebreaker, so they're at 10-7. They limp into the playoffs, but they are the 6th seed, and Dallas at 9-8. Dallas gets it together with CeeDee Lamb. Everybody gets in shape. Dak is focused. They climb into the playoffs as a wild card at 9-8. And that is your playoff picture. Okay. Let's go to the wild card round. Okay. Remember, Detroit will have a week off because they are the 1 seed. So Philadelphia will play at home against Dallas. They beat Dallas. Okay. Like on Varsity Blues. Tonight we play Bingville. Tonight we beat Bingville. I kid. Okay. So in the first round, Philly beats Dallas. The 2 beats the 8. The Rams lose. They lose to a team getting healthy at the right time. They lose to the 49ers. They lose to the 6th seed 49ers. Green Bay goes on the road. And they knock out Atlanta at home down there in Atlanta. And all those teams move on to the divisional round. Now, Detroit, they're off their bye week. They play San Francisco. They get to pay them back. They come up to Detroit, okay? And Detroit beats San Francisco in the divisional round, moves on to the AFC Championship game, okay? And Philadelphia loses to Green Bay. Green Bay goes up to Philadelphia and beats them. They go up to Philadelphia and beat. So now you got an NFC North, You got a clash in the NFC North. And, of course, Detroit beats Green Bay, Chad, and gets to the Super Bowl. My friend Amani from work is going crazy. Jeremy Ballrick is going crazy. My man, the pizza man, Freddie the pizza man, Detroit Pizzeria, he goes crazy. The Lions get to the Super Bowl, folks. The Lions get to the Super Bowl, and they will face the winner of the AFC, which is coming up right now. Chad says Eagles will have home game in Brazil wearing black. Yeah. And I wish I had that Peacock. I don't know if I'm going to order it, though. A friend of mine says she's got Fire Stick. She can watch it on Peacock, the Eagles game. So, anyways, I digress. Let me take a sip of water. We'll get to the AFC playoff picture. Okay, AFC. All right, number 1 seed. I like the Cincinnati Bengals. Jamar Chase is supposed to be back this week. He's been practicing. Even if he don't practice, I still like this team to play well, get it together. They finish at the 1 seed, 13-4. Okay, 13-4. Kansas City, they find a way to win the AFC West at 12-5 as the 2. Houston, I just mentioned that. They won the South and they've got the 3 seed at 11-6. They beat a tiebreaker over Buffalo, who wins the AFC East at 11-6. Although they've got a better record, they don't win the division. The Chargers at 12-5. They can rush the passer. They can protect the passer. Good running game and really good coaching and elite quarterback play. I really like this Charger team, okay? So they get the 5 seed, all right? Jacksonville gets in. Jacksonville gets the 6 seed. And the Ravens, although they're hit and miss at times, the Ravens get the 7. And the Jets, the line holds up. Although he's limping, the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, they get that 8 seed. They get into the playoffs with the wild card, all right? The wild card round. As we proceed, Kansas City beats the Jets. Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes. That could go the other way. That if you get Breece Hall going and you get a break here and there, they've got the defensive personnel. And Diana Rossini said today, she's a reporter out of The Athletic, talks are still continuing with Hassan Reddick. Even if he does play this week, he'll be on the snap count. I still like him to beat San Francisco. I digress. All right. But Kansas City, they beat the Jets. Houston gets payback against Baltimore. Baltimore gets in, but they're kind of limping. Houston, better defensive line, more poise as the quarterback, more receivers to throw to. The game's being played down in Houston on a faster track. That will help them out. C.J. Stroud gets his second playoff win. They beat Baltimore and move on. Buffalo loses at home to the 6 seed LA Chargers. Jim Harbaugh and the Bills go up to Buffalo and they win in the wild card round. Okay? This next round, Chad, Cincinnati will host the LA Chargers. That'll be a great game, folks. What a game. But Cincinnati beats them at home. It'll be a good one. Like a 27-24 last-minute field goal there. But that great kicker the Bengals have. Kansas City, although they're on the ropes, they find a way to knock out Houston. And I hope I'm not right here because I do not want to see Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. But I've got Cincinnati beating Kansas City and getting back to the Super Bowl. Okay? So Kansas City will go home. Cincinnati will move on and play back in the Super Bowl. All right? Cincinnati will beat Detroit. I'm sorry, Monty. I'm sorry, all my Detroit friends. Could go the other way. Could go. They got some players. But Cincinnati 27-14